Welcome to the News First Weather Center. I am Shahin Jurampati. Well, flood situations directly impact the western province when several rivers, including the Kalin River and its canals, overflow. Now, the western province, which includes the Colombo, Gampaha and Kalutara districts, have a long history when it comes to floods. Several of those who were affected by the floods this time around always speak about the floods which devastated the country back in 1989. Now, to look at the statistics and data of the floods which affected the country in 1989, a total of 4 lives were claimed in the floods that year, while 145,000 people were affected. Now, in terms of housing, 18 houses were destroyed, while a total of 32 were damaged. Now, just over a decade later, in 2005, floods hit the country again, claiming the lives of 8 people and leaving 112,266 people affected, while 416 houses were destroyed, 1,360 homes were left damaged. Now, in 2010, floods hit the country again. Now, this time around, there seems to be a rise in the casualties. If you take a look at the number of deaths reported that year in the floods in the western province, 35 lives were claimed by floods, while 448,891 people were affected in total. In terms of housing, 261 houses were destroyed, while a total of 1,780 homes were left damaged. Now, in the year 2016 so far, inclusive of the recent floods which affected the country, 14 deaths were reported in the western province, while 1 life is yet to be accounted for. In terms of housing, 72 houses were destroyed, while a total of 660 homes were left damaged. Now, in terms of the number of families affected, that number stands at 42,379, while a staggering 170,629 people were left affected by the inclement weather this year. Now, what's appalling here is the fact that 1989 received a higher rainfall in comparison to what was received in 2016, but with lesser casualties and damage. So what were the causes for more damage and more human casualties to be caused this year? Well, there are several causes. One is the fact that residents have been constructed in mangroves and filling up of mangroves to reclaim land to construct houses, while population density in these areas have increased drastically. And finally, the blockage of waterways. If you take a look at the floods in 1989 and 2016, the floods that were collected in 1989 receded in a matter of 2 days, while here in 2016, the floods took nearly a week for it to recede. Well, that has been the News First Weather Center here on News First. I am Shahin Jurampati. Let's now take a look at the weather forecast for the next 24 hours.